Hi everyone and welcome. It's Rudy Hunter. Thanks for being with me. RudyHunter.com, HuntersHealingCalls.com, and the AshworkersTrainingHub.com. After you're done with me here, go check out the sites, find some other free tools that are really cool. This little doodah, this little doohickey I'm going to teach you is a way of energetically enlivening your spine, and it creates a kind of tingling sensation when the spinal nerves get the message. It's designed to be done internally. Once you get good at it, you can do it in a second or two. It's really quick. You can do it anywhere, lying down, standing up in a business meeting with a loved one, with your kids, out walking the dog, however you want to do it. Learning it, it's helpful to kick your shoes off because I'm going to have you do something with your toes, but when you get to be a pro, so to speak, you'll be able to do it with your shoes on. So, I want you to imagine that you have a droplet of gold that has weight to it. And that you're focused on that droplet of gold, and it's right at the crown of your head, but it's on the inside. So it's inside your skull. A droplet of gold with some weight, and we're going to run through this and then we'll do it to full speed. Now imagine that that droplet of gold drops all the way down as gravity will, so it doesn't leisurely take its time and drift. It drops, and it drops to the inside of your perineum. Now that's a fancy schmancy word for the southernmost piece of real estate in your torso when you're standing. It is, it's where your junk is, or whatever you want to call it. So the inside of your perineum. When it hits, because it has weight, you'll feel a little thump. It's not a big weight. It's a little thump. When you experience that, and you will in a second when we do it full speed, full tempo, I want you to imagine that golden droplets pour out of it or squirt out of it, and some drift down the inside of your right leg, some drift down the inside of your left leg. I know it sounds a little creepy, but it's really fun to do. We'll do it in a second. They drift all the way down your inner thighs, your inner calves, your inner ankles. They rush to the bottom of your feet, up to the underside of your toes. And when they reach your toes with both feet, I want you to do this. I want you to curl your toes for a second. Not too hard, just curl them. And then I want you to splay them, flex them out like that, and then relax them. So curl first, splay second, relax. This whole thing, when you're up to speed, will take a second or two. I'll talk you through the bits of it. We'll do it together. And as soon as we're done, I'll tell you some of the other secret stuff that it does. So, as long as you're not driving or operating heavy machinery, I'm in a car, but I'm parked. Close your eyes, go inside. Imagine the weighted piece of gold on the inside of your crown. Suddenly, it's released, it drops. You feel a gentle but pleasant thump on the inside of your perineum. There's the squirt of golden fluid that runs down the inside of both thighs, continues through the insides of the knees, the insides of the calves, the ankles, down through the underside of your feet. As soon as it reaches the underside of your toes, with both feet you're going to curl your toes, splay your toes, and relax. And then just take a nice relaxing breath. I usually go, and if I'm in public, I do that quietly on the inside. Open your eyes, come on back to now. That's our very first run through, and you're already aware of different parts of your body that you're seldom aware of in the waking state. So practice this, use it a bunch of times. Do it a couple of times a day for a while. When you get really good at it, you can do it in a second or two, and here's why it's worth doing. You're enlivening all of the spinal nerves on the way down. You're sending it a very deliberate message to relax, open, and rejuvenate. And all of the meridians that run generally up the insides of your legs, they're getting treated to a kind of back flush. The imagery is important, the color's important, the direction is important, so don't do it the other way because that won't give you much of anything. Do it the way I've told you to take it down. It's a great way to ground yourself and to open the spine And you may just find, well, I'll tell you in a second. First, let me remind you, after you've done this, go to rudyhunter.com, huntershealingcalls.com, and the ashworkerstrainинghub.com. Or if that's too much, just Google Rudy Hunter, see what pops up on YouTube, and enjoy those free videos with neat other tools in them. Leave some comments so that folks can have the experience of seeing what you and other people have as experiences or sensations produced from this. This process produces a lot of sensations. I will tell you now that this is a way to turn on the upper functions of the mind, the inner architecture of the torso, everything connected to your junk, your hips, reproduction, and sexuality, and the liver, kidney, and bladder meridians in the legs. And the little thing we do with the feet, that's a grounding maneuver, but it also enhances the messages from the nervous system to help you relax, de-stress, and broaden. So there's an awful lot happening in a few seconds. That's why it's worth getting good at, and enjoy it. Have fun with it. This stuff should be fun anyway. All right. So leave a comment below, because we're nosy. We want to know what it did for you. Here's what it did for me. Let us know. The sensations it produces can be not just in the pathway of this, but all over the place in your system, also around you. So leave a comment, let us know, share it with a friend, share it with a crazy friend. All right, this is Rudy Hunter. Bye for now.